Now, I will explain how to drive an electric tuk-tuk. Be sure to watch the video before driving. Let's start the lecture. By moving this lever up and down, the seat can be moved back and forth. You can adjust the reclining of the seat by raising the lever on the side of the back. After completing the adjustment, be sure to fasten the seat belt. The seat belt is attached around the waist. Be sure to wear a seat belt in the back seat as well. The seat belts for the rear seats are also attached around the waist. Then turn on the power. Tilt the key slightly to the left and insert it into the key cylinder. Then push it to the right to turn on the power. Gear description. First of all, this is drive, neutral, reverse. Move forward with D. It does not move even if it is put in neutral. Vehicle backs up in reverse. Twist the throttle on the right side, and the vehicle will go forward. However, if you twist suddenly when you start running, because it will start suddenly, try to twist slowly. The right side is the brake for the front wheel. The left side is the rear wheel brake. How to hold the handle. Place your left hand on the brake, and your right hand on the throttle. This is the blinker button. It can be left or right. When you have finished bending, be sure to manually return it to the center. Unlike automobiles, since the blinker does not automatically return to its original position, be sure to return it manually. The button below it becomes the hazard lamp. When repairing roadside strips in an emergency, be sure to turn on your hazard lights. The red button on the left is the horn. There is a light switch under the danger buttons. But for the lights, make sure they are already in the leftmost mode. Here is the wiper switch. Press the button up. This is how wipers work. This is the vehicle meter. The speed is displayed in the center. When the gas station mark next to ready on the left lights up, since the remaining distance that can be run will be 2 kilometers to 3 kilometers, in that case, be sure to contact the sales office staff. Please call the road service. How to check mileage. The bottom part written as a list on this meter. Please make sure that you do not exceed the stipulated mileage. If you run beyond the mileage, please note that the battery will run out and the vehicle will not run. Here is the side brake. Press the silver button. Please lower the black lever. At this time, be sure to lower the parking brake until it reaches the floor. If the lever is not lowered even a little like this, since the vehicle will not start, be sure to lower the lever again until it reaches the floor. Next is mirror adjustment. By pushing the mirror inside like this, the position of the left, right, up and down mirrors can be adjusted. So please adjust the mirrors in the appropriate positions. Finally, there are 12 points to note when driving, so please listen carefully. The first, when launching, make sure that the side brake is down until it touches the floor. Please note that the vehicle cannot start if this is not lowered. Second, always drive slowly when driving around curves. Third, when backing up, be sure to cooperate with the person behind you. Check the front, back, left and right, and back up slowly. Fourth, if a fast car is coming from behind, please give way to someone. It's the fifth, please be careful not to exceed the mileage. It's the sixth, when braking, always use both the right and left front and rear brakes. It's the seventh, when you start running, instead of squeezing the accelerator like this, turn it slowly to accelerate. If you put the throttle in suddenly, please note that sudden acceleration is very dangerous. The eighth, be sure to brake downhills and slopes with plenty of room to spare. It's the ninth, regarding starting on a steep slope, you have to do a hill start. We'll show you how to do that now. Now, I will explain how to start on a slope. Apply the left brake first. Fully open the accelerator while applying the left brake. Keep the accelerator fully open and release the left brake. You can start on a slope in this way. To review, apply the brake on the left side, and fully open the accelerator while applying the brake. You can start on a slope by releasing the brake at the end while keeping it fully open. It's the 10th one. This train does not have doors, so please be careful not to drop earphones or smartphones. It's the 11th one. In the event of an accident, the first priority should be to contact the emergency police. It's the 12th one. If you turn the steering wheel suddenly, it is very dangerous, so please move the steering wheel carefully. This concludes the explanation of the 12 precautions. This is the end of the lecture on how to drive an electric tuk-tuk. Based on the contents of the lecture video, please try to drive safely.
Lastly, let me explain the insurance coverage. We provide unlimited liability insurance for both personal injury and property damage. This means you are not required to pay for the medical expenses of the injured party or the repair costs of the other person's vehicle in the event of an accident. However, you will need to cover the repair costs for the tuk-tuk itself. In the case of injuries sustained by the customer, coverage is provided up to 5,000 thousands. However, this applies only to severe injuries that result in permanent disabilities. In the event of an accident, customers will be required to cover the vehicle repair costs, which typically range from 50,000 to 100,000. We kindly ask that you exercise utmost caution while driving to ensure safety.